This says right here that you have the power to let it go. And you probably have to believe that you have that power. You have the power. And you may fear it. You fear what it'll do to you, fear what it'll do to your partner, maybe kids, if you have any. Gemini, welcome to your eclipse release reading. So we're going to do a release reading based on this eclipse that occurred, early May here, which is basically the closing out of the cycle that probably started for you, maybe potentially, in October, November time of last year. So the effects of the eclipse last about 6 months. So let's see what you need to release, because there's a lot of people asking, okay, what is it that I'm letting go of here? So let's see what Spirit has to say. Show me, Gemini. What does Gemini need to release here? What's going on? What is Gemini releasing? This eclipse cycle. What is it, please? Yeah, that was a weird shuffle. My finger slipped. What is it that Gemini needs to see here? What's going on? That's better. Okay. Mix her up. Good. All right. So, primarily the main issue that Gemini is discontented with, let's see. We've got 10 of Pentacles. Boy, that doesn't happen very often, that people are discontented with their 10 of Pentacles here. 10 of Pentacles is basically everything that's stable in your life here. Something very stable and secure. It's like you want to get out of it. Okay. This doesn't explain why, of course. We may find out why throughout this whole thing, but yeah, this doesn't explain why, but it's like you want to get out of it. You want to be released from it. It almost feels like you feel like you're chained. It feels like you're chained. And so what is it that's holding you back? What's holding you back from being able to release this? We've got 4 of Wands. Okay. If that ain't clear. You're married. That's what's happening. You're married. You want to get out. That's what you want to do. And the thing is that the fact that you're married is holding you back from being able to leave this thing. You feel really tied down right now. This doesn't explain why. Okay, it's not explaining anything about what's going on in the relationship. Maybe your other card placements will tell us, but you want out. You need to release it, and that's what the universe is saying. You need to let it go. And there's something about the marriage itself, not about your 10 of Pentacles, everything that's around you that's bothering you. It's the marriage itself that's bothering you. So something about the marriage that is preventing you from doing this. We'll find out what it is. Okay. So let's talk about like what it is about this whole thing that affects you physically. What you need to release, to let go of, so it stops affecting you physically. It stops giving you that horrible feeling somewhere in your gut or in your throat or in your heart or whatever. Some people would get shoulder pains. Strange, but it happens. So what is it that you need to let go of? 8 of Swords. It's the overthinking. The constant overthinking about it. Constant. Being trapped in your head about it. Trapped. 8 of Swords. Trapped in your head about it, and you're just like... There's a distinct feeling of shame about it. Okay? Distinct feeling of shame. What does Gemini need to... How will the... Let's get my words straight here. How does Gemini release this? How does Gemini release this mental prison, the Magician? This says right here that you have the power to let it go. And you probably have to believe that you have that power. You have the power. And you may fear it. You fear what it'll do to you, fear what it'll do to your partner, maybe kids, if you have any. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's talk about the emotional stuff that you have to let go of to give you emotional happiness. The Hanged Man. That's a guy that's stuck, isn't it? In this image, it's a girl that's stuck, but this is a person that's stuck, hanging upside down in a really uncomfortable position. Not really enjoying themselves, right? So emotionally, you feel uncomfortable. Emotionally, you feel uncomfortable. You're upside down. You want to feel right side up. So it's like the emotions aren't correct for what it should be for a Four of Wands type situation. And you recognize this. So because the emotions aren't correct, you have to let go of the emotions. And I'm betting it's the emotions that are holding you back to this Four of Wands. What do we need to let go of these emotions here? Queen of Cups. This is a woman who will let things go in love. This is a woman that will say, okay, I love you enough to let you go. That's what she will do. She's very soft and easy. And not easy, I'm not going to say that, but she's smart, and she's not willing to put in strain to hold on to somebody when it's uncomfortable for parties, especially herself. So it's like, I can love you from out here. It's okay. I can love you. Doesn't mean you'll be in love, and she's okay with that. The Queen of Cups is okay with that. She can love you from afar. She doesn't have to be in love with you from afar. I can care for you from afar. And it's better for you and me out here. She also looks, after herself. She doesn't allow herself to stay in situations where she's emotionally uncomfortable. She doesn't allow that. So this is where this is where your emotional intelligence that you seem to naturally have, you make that decision to do this stuff. You would never, so if your best friend was doing this, going through this same thing, what would you tell your best friend? Dude, you gotta go. You gotta go do something. You gotta get out of here. You're uncomfortable. Why are you tolerating this? Okay, for spiritual health here, what do you need to let go of? The world. Okay. What you're doing is you are not accepting that there is an ending. Not accepting that every relationship has a cycle. It starts and it ends. And I say this in almost every single one of my videos, almost every single one. We are programmed from birth, essentially, that the best relationships will last our whole lives. I don't know about you, but I don't have any. Other than actual blood family. That have been in my life my whole life. Even my oldest childhood friends and stuff like that still aren't around. Eventually we grow out of each other. We grow, and that's okay. That's allowed to happen. You grow out of people. And so that way then you can grow into new ones who can help teach you a little bit more. You have to understand that there is a cycle and your cycle has ended. And you have to release that. You have to... What I see with this card, I don't see the Wheel of Fortune here, but I see the Wheel of Fortune here. And what I see is you holding on to the Wheel of Fortune going, don't you dare change on me. You're holding on to it just for the sake of holding on to it. And I feel like you're not tired enough to let go yet, but you're getting there. You're getting there. Okay, so how do you let go of this Nine of Wands? Realize the insanity of what you're doing. The constant doing things over and over and over again and trying this and trying that, trying this and having the same result. Doing the same thing over and over again in this situation to try to fix it. And you always get the same result. It always goes back to the same thing where you're uncomfortable. You're locked up in your head. You feel like you're chained. You're like, why am I here? Okay. What do you need to make room for? 10 of Cups. Oh my. You get a good outcome, just like Libra does. Wow. 10 of Cups. What do you need by releasing this situation right here? Because you're very unhappy, right? And I think I've made that very obvious that you're unhappy here. You are unhappy. You're very discontented, and you're having a really hard time letting go of something. A really hard time letting go of your house, your connection, whatever this is. And once you do that, once you let go, 10 of Cups, rainbows and butterflies, happiness. This is your white picket fence, your emotional satisfaction. You're going to be like, holy crap, I had no idea that I could feel like this. Okay. And so, how does Gemini make room for this? How? 3 of Swords. Oh, you're going to have to feel the pain. Maybe that's what you're avoiding this whole time. You're avoiding the pain with this 8 of Swords here. You're trying to avoid the pain aspect. You're trying to make this as painless as possible. And with this kind of situation, a 4 of Wands with a 10 of Pentacles going on, you're going to have pain no matter what. And you don't like that. You don't like it. Yeah, you don't like it. And so you're avoiding the pain. You're going to have to go through it. Unfortunately, that's the cost of the whole thing, right? You have to go through the gauntlet to get the 10 of Cups on the other side. You get to get the rainbow and butterflies and sunshine and all that on the other side, but only after you go through the gauntlet. I've got a deep feeling of potential for, you feel like there's a potential for, I'm hearing like financial revenge. Something like that. If you have a 10 of Pentacles, you guys probably have real solid financials. And maybe your person would be like, I'll make sure that you get nothing. Something like that. And I feel like there may be a potential for that. So there may be practical reasons why you're trying to stay and you're trying to work it out. Show me this, why the 10 of Pentacles here? Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? Oh. We have 2 of Swords, 5 of Cups. What else? And 4 of Wands. You are extremely unhappy and have been for a very long time. You've been avoiding the heart pain regarding your marriage or your partnership, whatever. You've been avoiding that heavy-duty heart pain. That's 5 of Cups and disappointment. You've been avoiding it. Because remember, you get the 4 of Wands there and 4 of Wands of why you haven't left yet. So there's something about your partnership that breaks your heart. We've got 3 of Swords here and 5 of Cups. That's, hardcore. That's some hardcore pain right there you've got going on. A lot of disappointment. Show me this 4 of Wands, please. Show me this 4 of Wands on why Gemini won't. What's stopping Gemini from releasing? We've got King of Wands. What's this? What's this? Too many cards. But I'll take the top one. 7 of Wands. What else? I hear an accusation. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing an accusation about something. What is it? I need to hear more. What is this? Tell me more. One more. Here we go. Okay, so we've got the King of Wands, 7 of Wands, Oh, we've got more of these. Four of Swords, Hanged Man, and the King of Cups. Okay, so your internal, so in regards to this marriage, there's been I'm going to say a restriction with the Seven of Wands, a restriction in like passion between you and your person for a long time. Restriction in passion. It's been very quiet, Four of Swords. Very quiet, and a lot of the, you know, that whole thing has been suspended. There's a lot of suspension here. There is love there is love here. And I think you know that. There is love. So it's not like you wish they would die, you know, or anything like that. But you're just like, I'm lacking passion. I'm lacking fire in my life. And I need more. And now looking at that and how the Hanged Man is shown up here, but also in your emotional health, the suspension here. You tie your emotional health to your physical activity with your person, to your, you know, your physical life with your person. And so you tie them together, and with them being, with the physical life with your person being suspended, you're lacking proper connection. There is love there. There is love there. This has to do with somebody else or something else. Maybe not somebody else, but it could be just something else. She knows what true love is. And understanding what your definition of love is, as far as like understanding that you require physical activity as well as heart activity, right? You need Wands and Cups, right? You need Wands and Cups. It's like that realization. You need to have that. And you need to accept that you have that requirement. I think that's what that's saying. You need to accept that you have that requirement. Because you guys do love each other. But, you know, just love isn't enough, you know. There needs to be something that keeps you entertained with passion and stuff like that. A lot of people are like that. A lot of them. Show me this Ten of Cups here. What's this? What's this coming up? Ooh. We got Six of Swords. Oh, you got the Lovers too, just like Libra did. Wow. Six of Swords, the Lovers. What else? So do we have a Lovers bond coming up here? Is that what's happening? Temperance. Temperance. What is this? So there's a Lovers bond coming up here. Okay, so there's a Lovers bond. So, okay. So by moving on from this situation, right? Six of Swords. By moving on from this situation, you accomplish this Ten of Cups type situation. Why? Because you've got a Lovers bond coming up that's going to be extremely balanced or rebalanced. I did have the idea, which is why I hesitated so much, because there's no indication whatsoever in any of the rest of this stuff about it potentially being a prior thing. Some previous relationship, maybe for one of you, I don't know, because it seemed pretty minor. But some previous relationship will be healed. It'll be a bond that you'll get back into, one that you feel more comfortable in. You have Ten of Cups with. But it won't happen until you address the pain, right? Address the pain. Okay, so is this pain regarding an old relationship or pain regarding the current one? I'm sure it's both. I'm sure it's both. Six of Pentacles, the Chariot, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups. See, they're referencing something from the past again. That goes along with that Ten of Cups, what I just said. So for a few of you, or one of you, given I don't get very many views, maybe just one. One of you, it's a past relationship that you have been that made a really big influence on you. It's a soul bond. It's something that you've had the opportunity to have communication with this Eight of Wands here. But you've been conflicted about the whole thing with the Five of Wands. You've been conflicted about dealing with it. But you know that there is a strong pull towards that person because they make you feel good. Six of Wands. Strong pull with that Chariot towards this person. But there's pains regarding the past with this person, for the couple of you or whatever, that you need to address that with. Now, if this is not somebody from your past, this is somebody coming up, you're dealing with the pains of this relationship that you're getting out of. Okay? You've got to deal with the false beliefs that you have, like, I'm sure that what you're doing here, because a lot of times pain and discomfort and all that other stuff, it has to do with believing something that's false, that's not true. Maybe you have a belief. Let's just do this. Let's get the no bullshit deck out. There's a false belief here. I want to know what it is. What's the false belief that Gemini is believing here that's keeping them in this marriage or this relationship here? What's the false belief? Show me the false belief. Maybe I should just do a whole spread on this for people. Whole spread on false beliefs. What's the false belief for Gemini here? Why are they holding on to this marriage here? What's the false belief that they're believing? King of Cups. Wow, that's the same thing that was just there. So you believe that you love them. You believe that you love your spouse. But that's not actually true. And that's why you're uncomfortable. Tell me more about this. Knight of Pentacles. Things have slowed down. They slowed down a long time ago. Strength. It's taken everything within you to keep it going. We got King of Wands, Three of Swords, Magician, and the Queen of Cups. It's taken everything in you to keep this going. But now what's happening, I think, is that you're starting to falter. And you're ready to be done. I know it's going to be hard, Gemini. I know it's going to be hard and it's going to be painful. And they admit this. It's going to be hard. I would never recommend somebody just up and bail. But I think you've been thinking about this for a very long time. Very long time. I think you just need to finally stand back and just go, I can't anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I mean, it's not just because, you deserve better, but also so do they. Maybe they aren't even in love with you either. Let's see. What does Gemini's person think about this whole thing? Crosswatchers are going to love me for this one. Eight of Pentacles. It can be fixed. What else? What else does Gemini's person think? It can be fixed. We just need to put the effort in. What else? What else? Justice. See, that's where that threat's coming in right there. It's like there's a threat. If we don't work on this, it's not going to be pretty. Ace of Swords. If it is true that your person's not, if it is true that your person likely will not be very nice to you, in this split, why are you still staying with them? Why are you still staying with someone who would be happy to try to destroy you? Doesn't mean they will. But someone who even wants to, you know? Why would you want to try to stay with someone who would do that to you? Like, I've heard somebody once, you know, joke, oh, you know, I'll take everything you got. I'll take everything you got. Why would you want to be with somebody like that? I mean, that shows somebody who just has no care in the world for you. They only care for you if you're with them. Not for you being you. It's a hard situation. Alright, Gemini, that's what I've got for you today. I'm going to let this go from here, but I'm going to think about doing a false belief reading for people. Let's talk about the false beliefs. Alright, I hope this helps. I do. And I'll see you next time.